Hey guys, happy Valentine's Day. If this video does not get uploaded during Valentine's Day, just know that this was a pre-recorded video just, for Valentine's Day. And I wanted to share with y'all that I am working on the new episode. I've been having some trouble with my iPad. It's not working, not giving me the thumbnail, but probably I will upload the thumbnail at some point to the community post. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Definitely working on some new videos and ideas for this channel, so again, stay tuned. I know it's been a little while, but don't worry, I'm back. And since one of my fans asked for a Skylanders video, well, this is kind of something like that. This is a Valentine's Day Skylander special. So the first figure I got from Valentine's Day was Wildfire from Skylanders Trap Team. Now, this character was released in 2014, I believe, and he is from the fire element. And this series of figures had red bases, which is my favorite color, which might be the reason why this is my favorite game, because honestly, anything with red as my favorite color is like the main selling point. I'm pretty sure I like it. Knuckles from Sonic, my favorite character, and then Mario, of course, my favorite Mario character is Mario. It's kind of, and then this game also worked with like mobile devices like iPads, iPhones too, and it went on 3DS, I think, but it was like a very crappy 3DS game. But I think the console versions like the Wii, PS4, and Xbox all had like better versions, better story. And the tablet and phone even had better versions than the 3DS. That's surprising. Anyhow, this character is loaded with like gold paint on top of the figure. Like gold bronze paint, like shining like an old time statue pretty much is what this reminds me of. And Wildfire has been one of my favorite characters. He's holding a flame. And he has a big, gigantic red shield with a lion face on top with a bunch of spikes coming out. So, very, very cool. I like Wildfire. I've always wanted this figure for a long time. Glad I got him this Valentine's Day. So, let's go to the next character. Alright, so this one is called Blastermind. And is also from the same game, Trap Team 2014. But he's from a different element. The magic element. The sorcerer Supreme Blastermind. He kind of reminds me of Megamind because of the blue face, and I don't know, it's just literally screams Megamind. It could be based on Megamind, I think. I don't know. But anyhow, yes, this is from the same game that I showed Wildfire. So he is a Trap Master. I forgot to mention this and explain it before. But Trap Masters are basically characters with Traptanium weapons or like weapons, pretty much. He has basically a brain crystallizer. I don't know what to call it, but he has like a helmet with a bunch of crystals on it. So that's his weapon, technically. Maybe it shoots out electricity or something. And like Wildfire had his shield, he has like an actual weapon using his actual mind. Hence Blastermind. Maybe he makes enemies explode with like the helmet or something. Anyhow, he's very short in stature. He has a very long cape that's kind of keeping him afloat here. I really like it. It also kind of looks like Chaos to me a little bit, like a relative of Chaos, but I digress. Very, very, very neat. Crystals. I really like the colored dye they put in the crystals. It's like really cool. But yeah, that's basically the Magic Trap Master, and then we got the Fire Trap Master earlier. So let's show our next character off now. Okay, so this one is called Kaboom, and he is also a fire element trap master. He is basically the alternative if you don't want Wildfire the Gold Lion. You got this Arnold Schwarzenegger guy here that's kind of like ready to shoot some enemies. So he basically has a Traptanium weapon of a cannon or a bazooka, and he shoots it out at players, And like I said, and like I mentioned before, he's a fire element trap master. So he is different from our last Trap Master, but similar to the first one we showed off. He also has, I think, metallic red shiny paint on him. very, very shiny stuff on him. So I'm glad I got like the characters that like show all that shine and all that. And I think Blastermind's helmet was like a metallic purple that is also very shiny. Yeah, that's like really cool. Like I like how the Trapmasters, like, their figures are more detailed than the, regular ones, and they come with like pretty sick, unique weapons, each and every one of them. So yeah, this one's called Kaboom. Okay, this one may not be a Skylander, but it's definitely from the next game in the series called Skylanders Supercharged. The whole gimmick of this game was basically you have characters racing in vehicles, and defeating bosses and all that. So there's like a racing portion mode where like you race NPCs, or you could race online, like against other people at the time. Not as much anymore. I think only a couple people join the servers now. But basically, yeah, the whole gimmick of the game is racing. So now you got all these like separate vehicles to purchase. So this one I think is from the Magic Element and from 2015. So there's also very it kind of looks like Traptanium actually. Like I would refer to as Traptanium horns, I guess. And they put them on the vehicle. This one's called the Splatter Splasher. So basically, it's supposed to go with a character's personality. I don't have the character named Splat, but this is supposed to be her vehicle, and it's basically a Magic Element vehicle, and it races in the ocean. It doesn't fly or it doesn't go on land, but it basically only works when you're on like water platforms, basically. Yep. I forgot to mention this one. I should have mentioned this one first. This one's before Trap Team. From 2013, the game Skylanders Swap Force. And basically the whole gimmick around this one was that you could swap it with another character. You could actually take off the tops and bottoms connected by magnets, and it could read them on the portal. Like so. So his name is Boomjet, and he's from the Air Element. And he is a swapper, and he has like a swap special ability of, I think that's the blaster ability. Yeah. So you could kind of tell because he works well with like explosives. Like you see his missile right there. So he's basically like an explosive type of guy, but he can also fly on his like homemade rocket right here. He kind of reminds me of like one of those old timey pilots a little bit. I don't know, but very neat bronze shiny paint. They got actually shiny metallic paint on this one. So I really like the swapper Boomjet. He's very cool, and you can swap with any other character that you got. And I think by far the coolest finds of my haul was the Skylanders Imaginators characters, which I actually got 4, surprisingly. And you cannot really find these figures anywhere anymore. You usually find them like not even at flea markets or anything. So imagine my surprise when I found them inside the store. These came out in 2016 and were supposed to correlate with the launch of the next Skylanders game after Superchargers, called Imaginators. And the whole point of that one was to create your own Skylander. Basically getting more creativity into the mix from imagination. Yeah, hence the name of the game. But these guys are called the senseis. So that means they're like the ones that train your character. The characters you make are the students, and these are basically like the senseis, like the ones that train you, the ones that give you the sky, chi, ability, whatever, from that game. That game was... the story, I don't think was that good. No offense. I liked all the gimmick of the senseis and making your own thing, but the story wasn't good. But it's very, very advanced, I guess, in terms of like customizability. I don't know if I said that right, but correct me if I didn't. Anyhow, that metallic paint is once again showing up so fine to these figures. Even on the eyes, the gold, you see it, and then there's like that clear Traptanium like bottom, and the blades too. The blades, nice. So like I said, I think since these were more detailed figures, they costed more at the time. They completely ditched like the colors at the bottoms, because they used to have like, like Boomjet has like light blue and Kaboom has like red. I think they ditched the colors and they just went like full on black, and then they put like special designs for the element. So this one's from the air element. Her name's Bad Juju. She was originally a Skylanders villain, but turned into a good guy, and then became a sensei of the Skylands, basically. And yeah, she's pretty cool, actually. And she comes from, I think, oh yeah, there's special classes at the bottom again. So this one's, I think, called the Swashbuckler class because she has double blades. Very fitting, very cool, very unique. The next figure I found was Taekwon Crow, also a former villain turned good, but from a different element, from the fire element this time. And his class specifics is a ninja class. So he throws ninja shurikens. He throws like oversized ninja shurikens. Very, very shiny. And the detail, the amount of detail they put into the works of these figures are like much more detailed than every other figure. So I'm glad I picked them up. They're like basically collector items at this point. So that's pretty much it for Taekwon Crow. I mean, he's a ninja. He throws shurikens. You can kind of tell because, you know, he has like a headband, a ninja headband. Yeah, and his name, Taekwon Crow, like Taekwondo. It's like a little play on words of that sort. And basically, let me show you the next character. I found a light element character, or sensei. Her name is Aurora. And you could see that, you know, she is related to the good guy of the game, the main guy, Master Eon, who, this is his niece, actually. So fun fact, if you thought they looked similar, it's because that's his niece. So basically, it's nepotism. Like, she freaking, like, just got in immediately as a sensei. If you think about the lore like that, then yeah, it's really like that. Anyhow, there's also very shiny bronze swords here. I think it's from the same exact class as Bad Juju, the Swashbuckler class. Very, very cool. She has like longer blades. I like that. And yeah, she's related to Master Eon. And you can actually see that that's Master Eon's face right there for her ninja gi or her sensei gi. So that's really cool. Yeah, and the stance is pretty cool. Each of their stances are really, really cool. Very collector-like. I think the eyes are a little too spaced out. They look weird. But I think that happens with, like, Nintendo's amiibos, too. Like, the human characters, for some reason, they could just never get their eyes right. So they always come out, like, either cross-eyed or flip-flopped or something like that. So that's kind of funny, I thought. But I digress. And the last character we got from this haul is Master Ambush. So he is also from a different element, and he's from the life element, I believe. And he is also have a different class, which is the knight class. So that's where he has just like one sword. Basically, he's like a knight. It's a knight class. Anyhow, he's very, very cool. I don't know everyone's specific origins, except for Aurora. I knew that she's Eon's niece. Neon's niece. What was I about to say, bro? Anyhow, he's basically a tree spirit if you look at him up close. He has all that wood patterning on him. He's one with the wildlife, and he looks pretty cool. So I thought I'd pick him up because he looks really, really cool. Very, very lucky find. I'm glad I found these figures. They all went up to around like $80 total. So pretty expensive. But I got 10 figures for $80 and a vehicle. So really 9 figures, I guess you could say. 9 figures for $80. Was this haul worth it? I got rare figures from Imaginators, figures that you can't really find anymore. Bad Juju, Aurora, Ambush, Taekwon Crow. And I got Wildfire from Trap Team and Kaboom, who's not as good, but still. Blastermind. It would have been cool if I found Enigma, Boom Jet, and the Splatter Splasher vehicle. Was this worth it for $80? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. And bye, guys. Dimitendo out. I'll see you on the next one. 2 new videos this week. I promise. I swear. On my life. I swear. Alright. Bye, guys. Dimitendo out.